Welcome to a new episode of The Graveyard Shift. Today, we're going to be talking about the infamous Karak Highway in Malaysia. Karak is a 60km interstate highway that runs from the town of Gombak in Selangor before ending at Karak itself in Pahang. It was built in the 1970s as an alternative to the winding Road 68. It also includes a tunnel that became Malaysia's first ever highway tunnel. Karak has also had many accidents on its route, with the worst being a multi-vehicle pile-up in the 1990s when a collision happened with multiple FRU riot police vehicles, a tanker lorry, a bus, and 10 cars, causing the deaths of 17 people in total. Here are 5 of the creepy urban legends about the notorious highway. Number 5. The Yellow Volkswagen Beetle. Have you seen the Yellow Volkswagen Beetle on the Karak Highway? It was said that the yellow Volkswagen will block your lane. First, it will move very slowly, forcing you to overtake it. Once you have overtaken it, you will notice the same yellow Volkswagen in front of you. It'll drive very slowly, once again challenging you to overtake it. Overtake it again, and after a short while, you will see the same yellow Volkswagen driving slowly in front of you. As long as you keep overtaking this car, you will see it in front of you again and again and again. They say, if you look closely in the car, you will notice that there is no one in the driver's seat. If you see the yellow Volkswagen on the Karak Highway, it's best not to overtake it, as it will keep reappearing in front of you, potentially luring you into an accident. Number 4. The family car. A young couple and their baby were travelling on the Karak Highway at night, headed home. Everything was fine until they reached a lonely stretch on the highway and their car broke down. The husband stopped the car by the side of the road to check the engine, while his wife and baby waited inside. He tried fixing the car, but nothing worked. He waited for 20 minutes hoping another car would pass through the highway, but to no avail. The only option he had left was to go to the nearest phone booth to call for help. Hours had passed, but her husband was still gone. Suddenly, a police patrol car approached her. 2 policemen got out of the car and walked towards her vehicle. They told her to quietly step out of the vehicle. When she turned to look at the car, her husband's bodiless head was lying on top of the car. Other versions say her husband was headless on the car, with a Pontianak-like creature feasting on him. Number 3. The schoolboy. If you see a schoolboy wandering on the side of the dark and lonely highway, be careful. The boy will be looking for his mother, asking, "Have you seen my mother?" over and over again. As the legend goes, there was once an accident that involved a young boy and his mother. The mother, who was driving, was flung out of the car on impact, while the son remained in the passenger seat. The windscreen and glass pierced into his eyes. He lost his mother, and until today, it is said that he is still wandering the highway in search of his mother. Number 2. Pontianak. There have been sightings of a Pontianak flying on the highway at night. Some motorists have also claimed to have seen a beautiful woman on the highway standing by the side of the road asking for a lift. To avoid this, it is best if you don't travel the highway at night. Number 1. The radio station incident. One night, a local radio station received a chilling call from a listener. The DJ listened attentively as the man on the line told his story. He said he was driving on the highway and was met with a horrible accident. His car fell down a ravine by the highway. In the car with him were his mother, father, wife, and children. He sounded depressed, speaking of how he saw him and his family members die. Then, the line went dead. The radio DJ tried calling back, but to no avail. He and most of the radio listeners brushed it off as a prank call. On the very next day, newspapers reported that there was an accident at the very same location where the man on the line had mentioned. A car fell into the ravine by the Karak Highway. A couple, their parents and children, all died in the crash. The details match the story told by the mysterious man. Legend says the radio DJ rushed back to the office to listen to the recording of that call, but all that was left on the tape was eerie silence. That is it for this episode of The Graveyard Shift. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again soon.